Alright, welcome aboard for another multiplayer battle, playing as Cathay again. And we were facing up against the Greenskins on Arnheim, so I'm going to be going for points 1 and 2. And I'm trying to actually utilize the harmony mechanic, which I had not done in the previous match. So, see, I got my troops staggered together. So from what I'm seeing, any unit that is a primarily melee combatant counts as Yang, and any unit that is primarily a ranged combatant counts as Yin. So let's get our artillery over here. I can't tell if these woods used to be here. I feel like on Arnheim this used to be more open, that you had direct line of fire over on a point 1. I might be misrecalling, but I slow these guys down. They're gonna run on top of the Jade Warriors. This is one of those little things that I have a bad habit of doing, where I have troops that are faster paced and they end up stacking on top of a unit that's slower, and then if the opponent has some kind of missile troop or something, I'm basically just giving them free pot shots. So you can see I have my formation a little bit staggered. This is something I try to do to make sure that if my enemy has a, what do you call it, a wind spell or something along those lines, that I don't get completely punished by it if I don't see it coming. So if I have guys staggered a little bit, if they try to go straight across, you know, maybe they'll at maximum hit 2 squads of guys, maybe they angle it, as opposed to going just like straight across my front line. I don't know what kind of wind spells the Greenskins have, but it looks like he's going for points 3 to start. I saw some troops over in the background of the woods, and as I'm recording this, I'm starting to realize that one benefit to doing the replays is that if there's lag in the match, you don't experience that as a viewer, because the replay just goes straight through without accounting for that. Holy shit, a lot of black orcs. Okay. So I'm gonna reposition this guy. This guy has light armor. In fact, we'll run the peasant spearman up. Can't tell if they got anything over there. I think I might bring more archers over this way. Funny thing with lag is it kind of gives you some more time to position the way you want to. Alright, so this giant is going to be a good target for these these anti-large Longbow riders. Let's chase him down. So I'm going to struggle to deal with this. This is part of the reason it's good I brought these Ironhide gunners, because these guys, I believe, are kind of built for this type of situation. You got these heavily armored elite infantry. I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. How is this dude getting shoot up like this already? This giant's about to get smashed. Okay, and I'm not paying attention here, so our peasants over there. Who's he got as his lord? He's got Grimgor, so I gotta watch out for that. Whoa, wrong order. Let's get her out of here. This is probably not the best place for her to be. Alright, that giant's getting dealt with. Let's keep these guys out of here. In fact, let's get them on top of these gentlemen. I'm not doing a good job of managing my troop lines here. In fact, we'll run on top of these guys and try to intercept them from getting on top of our archers. I need to turn off skirmish mode. I have a tendency to forget about that. You guys are going to be going after black orcs. And what else is going on? So we got this rocket battery. Fire on the black orcs. There's 2 squads of black orcs on top of each other. Looks like my opponent's a little bit newer just by his troop movement. If I lose this, it's going to be embarrassing after I just said that. But I'm feeling pretty confident right now as far as how things are playing out. These guys shoot up Grimgor. That shouldn't be happening. And my lord, what I'm going to do is transform to dragon mode, give her some mobility, and that's what they're going for. Let's get some here. This is what Vanguard's good for. Trying to stop shit like this from being as effective. Luckily these guys don't have, I mean they have good armor, but not a ton. Alright, Grimgor is getting shot down. Let's see, what can I do here? Longbow riders, get on top of these pump wagons. My lord. I'm having trouble paying attention to everything I'm doing here. I'm not used to playing with this many troops on the field. We'll screen with these guys. Alright, who is not being given orders? Everybody's doing something. Alright, these archers. Let's move back. They're pushing our battle lines, so I need to get more infantry on the field. Grimgor is going down. Where's my lord at? Taking out the Scotland pump wagons. Where's my rocket battery? Alright, these black orcs. What else? My lord. Jump on top of this guy. I actually have not been casting any magic. I forgot that she can't cast when she's in dragon form. On some of these guys, longbow riders. Get over here and keep these guys out from doing anything special. Unsummon here, unsummon here. Pretty good amount of money. Geez, it is absolutely pouring rain. I don't know if anyone can hear that in the background. Excuse me if you can. And what else? I think dealing with infantry, let's see, they've got lightly armored but somewhat shielded guys. I just need to get capture weight on .2. That's the main thing that's going on here. Damn, she's working that guy. On top of some orc boys. These guys can get unsummoned. Alright. I should just be throwing guys on the field at this point. Not completely unintentionally, but there we go. Okay, so he forfeited. Yeah, he was just losing the value trading pretty badly. I figured he didn't have any more reinforcements and saw how many guys I had on the field, so I feel like I'm getting a little bit lucky with my opponents in these first two matches I'm playing at Grand Cathay. But either way, this is a fun one. Cause I don't need to save the replay anymore. I'm used to doing that. Let's take a look at the endgame stats. See what ended up happening there. So, yeah, he surprised me with going with all this elite stuff, but this giant, I was surprised how much damage the peasant archers put onto this guy so quickly. So for my opponent, I guess I'll go through him first. Really didn't get too much value on anybody. Yeah, nothing crazy. This rocket, fire rain rocket, did pretty well. I brought this first. What I was thinking was have a anti-infantry unit in my starting army, and then I brought the grand cannon in my reinforcements. I didn't end up bringing it on the field, but I figured Greenskins tend to go more infantry heavy, And then if they have some kind of big valuable troop, he's usually going to come on later. Like if this rogue idol had come on, I would have wanted to bring my Grand Cannon on and get some shots off from downtown on him. But this thing did pretty well. Luckily the peasant horsemen were able to cut off the boar boys from charging them. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a lot of damage for a unit that costs, what, 350 gold? Something like that? Long Marauders absolutely punished that giant. I think that guy kind of made mistakes that I used to make when I was a little bit less experienced, where he was sending troops, like running troops in, but not bringing them in cohesively, where they're like supported by other men, maybe not accounting for the difference in move speed between his troops. He was just charging downhill and issuing attack orders, but I mean, that's something that everyone picks up over time. So anyways, well played to my opponent, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.